Many of my friends, they went on to take care of their father's business or went on to abroad to pursue their higher studies, or they got a placement offers and everything. I was being a backbencher. I didn't crack the placements. I didn't get a proper opportunity. UPSC exams as well. I failed terribly. Total confused state. So I get so exhausted. Particular point of time, I was having a conversation with my friend and I shot the video and I started a series called Minute with Entrepreneurs. Put it as a Instagram post and it got like so viral in the ecosystem. So everyone was like, yaar in the chinna paiyan, ivan eppadi avanga kitta poi pesna? They're all 2000 crore empire builders. Most of the days I feel like giving up.
Hi, everybody. I'm back, and today again I have a really interesting conversation to share with you guys. You know, they say that once the entrepreneurial bug bites you, you can never go back to being the same again. And on those lines, I have Mr. Nithin Alexander with me, who is the curator or the founder of Entrepreneurs of Madras, which is today one of the hottest entrepreneurial ecosystem in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Nithin, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much for Rashmi for inviting me. I'm looking forward to talking to you.
What exactly is Entrepreneurs of Madras? And I met you through Singapore. So, what do these two groups actually do?
Myself, Nithin Alexander. So I run one of the largest startup community in Chennai called Entrepreneurs of Madras. It's a community for growth stage product founders. So anyone in the process of scaling their business from 10 to 100. And if they are building something in the space of D2C, FMCG, consumer good, or mobility EV, they can be part of our ecosystem. Apart from Entrepreneurs of Madras, I also run two other startup communities. One for early stage entrepreneurs called the underdogs. The other one for exclusive of women founders called Singapore. So totally we have around 1,500 plus members across all these three different communities, contributing more than 7,200 crore net worth of the founders company evaluations. So what we do exactly is we organize a lot of community events. We bring investors, we bring VCs, we bring successful entrepreneurs. We host networking sessions, monthly meetups, pitching sessions, one-on-one mentoring sessions. So our idea and mission is to build a strong community and ecosystem in Tamil Nadu and make sure we want to produce a lot of global brands from South India. So that's the purpose and that's the mission that we're working towards. And that is what our ecosystem is all about.
That's like a really massive number you're talking about. How did your journey start? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I graduated from SRM University as a mechanical engineer. So post mechanical engineering, I was completely stuck. So many of my friends, they went on to take care of their father's business or went on to abroad to pursue their higher studies, or they got a placement offers and everything. I was being a backbencher. I didn't crack the placements. I didn't get a proper opportunity. I was not able to take over of any family business as such. My family is from a proper working class background. So they had no knowledge or interest in business per se. So I was like totally confused. My father was an ex-serviceman. He was from Indian Navy. So he wanted me to become an lieutenant colonel in Indian Navy. So he asked me to write exams, go for coaching sessions and everything. I did all that, but I failed terribly. And my mother wanted me to become an IAS officer. So I tried that UPSC exams as well. I failed terribly. So one point of time, everyone after college, they were like going for well-settled corporate jobs and stuff like that. And I was in a total confused state. And on that particular point of time, I was having a conversation with my friend. So he said something like, Macha, you are very good at, conversation. You are very good at bringing people together. Why didn't you start something in sales, especially in startups? So startup is right now is a very buzzing word. It's a hot word right now. But back 8 and 10 years back, it was nothing. It was not fancy at all. So I was like, Macha, startup line eppadi everyone are like going to corporate jobs. Why do you want me to be a startup, Macha? You in startups, you learn a lot of things. So on the push, my friend gave me. So I started my career as a business development executive at a startup called ChooseMyBicycle.com. It was an e-commerce platform. Currently, e-commerce D2C, it's a very trend. But I'm talking about 7-8 years back. So they were like running an e-commerce channel similar to Amazon, but catering only to selling bicycle online. So I was part of their founding team. I was handling the sales and everything. So my career started as a business development executive. From there, I got an opportunity to become a head of sales for a fitness brand, then head of marketing for an agency, then strategic consultant, then business development, head of business development. So fully, and I dedicated my entire life working with like startups, working with founders. So that is something that bug got me very early when I was like 21 itself, and it still continues and it's still going on. And I love working with like founders. I love doing working with startups and building brands. So that's my backstory of a little bit backstory of my engineering background and stuff like that. Yeah.
Amazing. So you've been on this journey of curating startups into this ecosystem for about 5 years now.
Correct.
How would you say your ecosystem has evolved in the last 5 years?
The first community that I started was the underdogs of Madras, because I believe underdog entrepreneurs don't deserve the opportunity or not getting the proper opportunity for them to showcase their talent, showcase their skill set. So I was an underdog entrepreneur. Even now, I consider myself as an underdog. And back into while I was like 23, 24, I was like working with like different startups as a proper enabler, like helping them with like marketing campaign strategies. But I always had the idea of like starting something on my own. But for me, as a young 24, 25-year-old kid, going to finding mentors or finding the right set of people to give me guidance was a very tough job. My family was not from business background, and my friends were in the proper corporate job. So I didn't have any option. I didn't have like this community or like this group of people. There were like a couple of very big organizations like TIE and BNA and all the stuff. So my first networking event or my first community experience, I would say it was like participating in a TIE event. So it was like so amazing. I met a lot of incredible people like C.K. Ranganathan sir, matrimony.com founder, Kaveri Hospitals founder, and all this, big shot of people. But the room was like nearly thousands of people were sitting over there, and talking to those people was like very tough. Everyone was like wearing suits and jackets, and they were like conversing in English and stuff like that. I was like a 24-year-old kid, very intimidated. என்ன பண்ணுறது எப்படி பேசுறதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. அண்ட் என் பக்கத்தில் என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஹி வாஸ் came along with me. So I was like, bro, I want to do something. I want to talk to these people. But look at no, like after this event, all these people, they swapped around all the chief guests. C.K. Ranganathan sir, matrimony.com founder, Murugavel sir, everyone like they got like surrounded by all the participants. அவங்க எல்லாம் பெரிய பெரிய ஆட்கள் எல்லாம் சரௌண்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஒரு டைமில் 24-year-old கிட் எப்படி இவங்க கிட்ட பேசுறதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. அப்போ டக்குன்னு சம்திங் ஸ்பார்க் இன் மை ஹெட். ஐ வாஸ் லைக், ஓகே, ஐ நீட் டு டூ சம்திங் ஃபார் them to remember me and for me to talk to them. So what I did, அவர்கிட்ட போயிட்டு, ப்ரோ உங்ககிட்ட ஃபோன் இருக்கா? I didn't have a proper camera phone. So he was having an iPhone. Bro, I was like, bro, can you do something? என்னடா சொல்கிறா? என் கூடயே வாங்க, நான் ஒன்று பண்ணுறேன், நீங்கள் நான் சொல்ல போகும்போது ஃபோனை வந்து ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. என்னடா பண்ண போகிற? சொல்கிறத மட்டும் கேளுங்க ப்ரோ, நீங்கள் பின்னாடியே வாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவரை கூப்பிட்டு போனேன். சீக்கிரம் சார் வாஸ் லைக் ஸ்டாண்டிங் ஓவர் தேர். ஸோ ஐ வென்ட் டு ஹிம் and sir, can I have like 1 minute of your time? I want to ask you like one question. He was like, yeah, please go ahead. So I was like, sir, can you give me one piece of advice to young entrepreneurs? So that's the first question that I asked to him, and I was having a phone holding to him, and my friend, he was like shooting all this in an iPhone. That actually gave me an opportunity for me to connect with him. So I was able to record this content, same format. Then I went to Murugavel sir, matrimony.com founder. Same question, sir. I'm coming from the underdogs. That's when the idea of the underdogs started. It was not a community. It was not, we didn't have an Instagram page, nothing. The name, I just chose the name, the underdogs. So I told, I'm coming from the underdogs. Underdogs, are you guys a like media company? No, sir. It's a community that we are planning to start. Okay. What do you want, Pa? I was like, so, sir, I want to ask you the question. So that's the opportunity that I chose. And I shot the video, and I started a series called Minute with Entrepreneurs. So I was able to record all these videos, put it as a Instagram post, and it got like so viral in the ecosystem. So everyone was like, யார் இந்த சின்ன பையன், இவன் எப்படி அவங்க கிட்ட போய் பேசினா? They're all 1,000-2,000 crore empire builders. I'm just a normal underdog, So that's when the idea of underdog like stuck with me for a very long time. So the first community that I started was the Underdogs of Madras. It's a community for early stage entrepreneurs, especially for hustlers. It's a community properly for hustlers, passionate people, anyone who wants to go to next level in their life, but they don't have the proper access or resources. They can be part of the Underdogs community. Once they are part of it, they will have access to an entire ecosystem of founders, enablers, resourceful people, and everyone for them to build their business, for them to kickstart their 0 to 1 journey. So that's the hardest part in an entrepreneur or a founder journey. They might be having an idea, But for them to take the idea to next level, they need set of people, set of resources, set of mentor for them to say, well, this idea might work or this idea will not work. So that's when I started this Underdogs of Madras. That's a problem statement we are solving the Underdogs. 2022, we did our first edition in Villa Soundison Adayar. So we brought like nearly 14 different entrepreneurs, 7 entrepreneurs and 7 enablers. So we had entrepreneurs like Leo Coffee founder, Sudarshan Ganapati, Sudarshan Babu, a lot of different people, and enablers from Freshworks and so. And we had underdogs people. Like we have around 50 to 60 people who joined the event. On that particular event only, post the event, I realized there is something magic happening after this event. Post the event, people are able to connect with a lot of people. They were able to get some opportunities. They were able to get job opportunities, internship opportunities, co-founder. They were able to find a lot of opportunities. Post the event, everyone came and told me this sort of testimonials. That gave me confidence. Okay, this is something we need to do. Our ecosystem needs. Tamil Nadu needs it, especially Chennai needs this ecosystem. Let me do something for it. Then on Underdogs of Madras Edition 2, we brought Tendercuts. Now they got exited and acquired. So Tendercuts founder, PVR Cinemas vice president, a Redbox founder, Kolapasi Santosh. A lot of interesting people came in. That event was also a super hit. So our USP was we don't organize any events in institutions or colleges or stuff like that. The place which has good ambience where people can come and network easily, talk to people easily. We don't want to have this standard that only people with good access and good network can talk to the chief guest. Anyone with a good intention can go and talk to the chief guest. Always choose a place where there's an option for people to talk to the chief guest, talk to all the special guests. So that's when the journey of Underdogs of Madras started. And 2024, Entrepreneurs of Madras was born. That club was started from the insights that we gathered from hosting more than 50
That's so new.
yeah. So we hosted more than 50 plus events so far.
Last week you did something, I saw a post.
Yes, correct. So that was a monthly meetup that we do in Entrepreneurs of Madras. So we got a lot of insight from founders saying that Nithin, 0 to 1, yes, நாங்கள் எங்களுக்கு இந்த கம்யூனிட்டி சூப்பராக இருக்கு. But currently I'm in the process of scaling my business. I'm in 10 right now. I'm in 20 right now. I'm in 50 right now. So எங்களுக்கு we need something separate. We need different resources, the mindset itself totally different. Or early stage founder or growth stage founder, the mindset itself totally will be different. We understood that particular pain point. So that's when the idea of Entrepreneurs of Madras was born. Okay, we need something, it's an exclusive club for growth stage product founders. Anyone who's like scaling from 10 to 100, you can be part of the club. And for those sort of people, the pain points are totally different. They'll have hiring problems, they'll have resources problem, they'll need certain tools to scale their business, and they need access to capital, and they need access to mentors for them to go into a 50 crore, 100 crore, 200 crore brand. So that's the pain point, and that's the gap that we identified, and that's what we are trying to solve in Entrepreneurs of Madras Club. And Singapore is like, that is also from our own experience of hosting all these events. The one major pain point that we found was in all those events, majority of the participants were men. 70 to 80% were men. Only hardly 10-20% were women. So we saw this, okay, அதுக்கப்புறம் நிறைய பேட்ட பேசுகிறோம் women founders and entrepreneurs. They realized, Nithin, in all those events, like men are the most dominating people. We are not able to network easily. Networking ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது. I'm an introvert. ஐ நீட் சம் எனக்குன்னு ஒரு ஸ்பேஸ் இருந்தால் தான் எனக்கு பேசுறது கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வென் வி ரியலைஸ், ஓகே, விமன் ஃபவுண்டர்ஸ் தே நீட் அன் எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவ் கிளப் so that they can network and talk easily, share insights. Women uplift other women. So that is the basic concept of Singapore. That first event we did as a private dinner meetup. We brought 20 to 25 women founders as a pilot. We wanted to see whether this particular Singapore community will work or not. So we hosted a private dinner meetup for 25 women founders, and that was an absolute hit. Everyone had their fun. Everyone were like opening up. They were like being very vulnerable. I was the only male founder who was like sitting in the, since I had to moderate this entire thing, I was sitting there. But I was able to understand the pain points of each women founder they were going through. From there, we curated another edition, Navaratri special edition, and recently Women's Day special edition, we did that. So bringing all these women founders together in a place where they were able to open up, talk to other women founders easily, connect with them, was like the main intention and purpose of Singapore. And we are seeing very good success stories coming out of Singapore and India. So a lot of interesting things are happening. People are getting distribution contacts. People are getting featured on podcast. I believe a couple of women founders
Yeah,
got featured in
they
your
did. I
podcast
met
as
a
well.
lot of them,
So
yes.
a lot of interesting things are happening. When we see all these testimonials, that is the happiness as a community leader I'm getting out of all this, building all these communities, building something for the ecosystem.
Do you work closely with the TN startup cell?
Associated with like startup TM and Mr. Sivaraja sir, who is a mission director of startup, the person who is like driving the startup ecosystem for Tamil Nadu, and he is the face of this entire mission. And we very well know each other. But in terms of collaboration as such, the talks are still going on. We usually share certain things. Recently, you must have heard about the Startup Singam show. So that is the first reality show that is something which has been due for a very long time for Tamil Nadu. For Western countries, they have their own Shark Tank. For India, they have Shark Tank India. But for South India, Startup Singam has been is playing a very integral part to bring the lot of different startups and also getting that funding accessibility quite easy. So we are closely working Startup Singam actually in terms of giving deal flows, in terms of application pre-vetting process, the type of founders that can be part of the particular show. So we are in our ecosystem, we are selecting certain founders and giving the people to Startup Singam show, reality show team people. So that is something we've been doing from our side.
Important is networking for a startup, you would say.
So I believe networking has to be done when a founder or a person has something to give back to the community as well. They should be having some sort of value to give as well. Only then the networking will make a lot of sense. And second thing, I in my last meetup also I told to my community members, networking is not about like meeting new people. It's more about exposing yourself to different ideas and strategies. If you are able to be part of a networking event and where like fellow founders are sharing their success stories or failures or strategies or marketing campaigns or stuff like that, now you're getting exposed to different ideas. You never know how this one idea is going to get connected for your startup. You might get connected within 1 week or 10 days or probably 1 year or something like that, but the idea will be there in your mind. So networking is all about exposing yourself to different ideas of different people and implementing that particular strategy or implementing a particular campaigns in your business and working it. You have to execute as well. And when you meet some new people networking, most people what they do, they exchange business cards and next day everyone forgets. Major part of networking that has to be done is follow-ups. If you're meeting someone like 10 new people in a networking event, you have to make sure that you're following up with all these people. Only then it will make a lot of sense for you to spend certain amount of money to buy tickets to be part of a networking event. Just to show your face does not bring any value. You have to show up, add value, get some contacts, follow up with those people. If you find some interesting people that might add value to your business, follow up with them. Say hi, hey, hi, we met at this Bangalore event. How are you? Most of the people that I bring to our ecosystem as a chief guest or sponsors or partners, I met them through one of some sort of a networking events. I make sure I give some sort of value to them upfront, saying that, oh, you're running a D2C brand. Let me do one thing. Let me connect you with so and so person, or you're running a D2C, some sort of tool or building some sort of subscription or brand, let me help you with connecting with so on. So I'll give some sort of value upfront, follow up with them, and bring them to our ecosystem as a chief guest or sponsor or a partner to them. So networking plays a major role, especially for my line of business and for fellow founders. They should be having a mindset of networking. As I said, it's not about not only meeting about new people. Yes, you will meet a lot of new people, but more about exposing yourself to different ideas. So you have to put yourself in different networking events for you to get exposed to different ideas, insights and strategies. If you do that consciously, networking events will make a lot of sense. But if you're going to just wail away your time, just I'm going to casually meet some people, I'm chumma sitting at my home, so I just want to go to events, then networking event is not the right place for you. You have to find some other casual events. But networking, when you go, you have to have a specific, clear cut mindset that I want to meet some 10 new people and I'll make sure that I'll follow up with all those people. Another strategy that I would give to people who are like actively networking, when you meet some new people, quickly take a photo with them. If you find some relevant people that might add value to your business or something you feel that might connect to your business in a different way, most of the networking events, when you meet new people, automatically next day they'll forget. In just a couple of days, they'll forget. Even when you get the business card, no one vouchers or sees a business card
So
anymore.
true.
So you had to take a picture with them. Once you take a picture, you had to go to LinkedIn, share about the particular person's profile or particular person's mindset or perspective that they have might have shared in that event. For example, if I met a lot of interesting people in a recent event which happened in Bangalore, for which one of the entrepreneurs of Madras was one of the community partners. It's called. It was organized by Indian retailer. It was an event for retailers and D2C founders. So I met a lot of interesting people over there, including TTK Prestige Group Managing Director, Agio Group CEO, US Polo Assassin CEO, lot of high level profiles. I took a photo with them immediately. That's when you have to be, you should not carry your ego during a particular period of time. என்ன அவர் கூட இதுக்கு நான் ஃபோட்டோ எடுக்கணும் அப்படிலாம் இல்லாமல் யூ ஹேவ் டு, ஈவன் தோ யூ மைட் பி a big people or person or personality, whatever it is, you have to be like, go with an open mindset and be like, sir, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, can I take a photo with you? I would love to bring you to one of events, or I would love to bring you to Chennai. They'll be very much happy to listen to what you are saying and offering. But instead, if you go directly and pitch about your startup and ask for money or ask for their services or time, that's not, they'll get pissed off very easily. If you go directly to certain founder and ask for, sir, come and invest in my company, I'm doing this so and so, come and mentor me, that's not the right way or the right approach for a networking event. You need to provide some sort of value to them. If you're an upcoming entrepreneur, say something like nice about their profile. Sir, I saw a LinkedIn post, your thoughts, your 2 cents about like D2C was like really great, your 2 cents about fundraising was really great, I've been following you for LinkedIn. Oh nice, oh really, come, what's your name, brother? Oh, my name is Nathan, come, let's get connected on LinkedIn, come, let's take a photo. They'll automatically do that. But if you go directly upfront and ask for, give me money or give me your time, I need your time, you should not be something like that. You should be very strategic about networking. So that's the thing that I would suggest upcoming entrepreneurs as well as the founders who are in the ecosystem. If you are going for any networking event, have an open mindset, talk to them, add value to them, take a photo with them, post it on LinkedIn, tag them, give a connection request. Automatically, they will also accept your request. Then you can exchange your phone number. From there, start building a relationship. Either you can ask them to come on a podcast show like this. They'll feel very much valued and they'll be very much happy to be part of your show. You can ask them to come to your office and give a session to your employees. They'll be doing that. So do give some sort of understand what they need as well. And if you're able to connect their particular dots, networking works magic. So that's my observation.
this is so interesting. When I was at the event, also, I wanted to talk to people, and I'm really one of the most social people that I know. But the hesitation was there even then. It was not ego, but it's just like, so many people are talking to them. It will be so cumbersome for them. Should I go and trouble them?
Correct.
Is it essential? But yeah, I wish I had not had this inhibition. I understand what you say. Through this journey, of curating this ecosystem, you yourself are an entrepreneur today. What are some of the biggest mistakes you made as an entrepreneur?
While building this team, I didn't set up a proper SOP. I was like, as a first time founder, I was doing a lot of things by myself, marketing campaigns, sales, follow ups, hosting events, bringing people together, even promotions, sponsorships, partnerships. Everything goes through me or it was done by me. I didn't set up a proper team, or even if I did set up a team, I didn't give them proper instructions, proper SOP. That is something, a lesson which I learned very hard, and that is something very consciously I'm implementing it right now. So that, because we are building something for a longer term, which means this particular brand or the community has to stay for a longer term. So even after I'm gone, someone has to take care of it, which means there has to be an SOP for it, standard operating procedure, so that they can be able to understand what community building is all about, how we have to do events, how we have to talk to members, how we have to bring sponsors, how we have to talk to partners, how we have to talk to investors, how we have to talk to different stakeholders. So the business that I am involved is toy. It takes a lot of mental energy, Rashmi, because it involves a lot of talking to a lot of people. I have to talk to a lot of stakeholders, right? From people who are doing business from 1 lakh to people who are doing business from 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore. So the range of people, everything varies. So each and every the mindset of the person that I'm talking to will be totally different. Certain people will have a lot of egos. Certain people will be like so down to earth. Certain people they need something in return first, so I have to identify them first. So a lot of dot connection has to be done. I have to understand what this particular person requires, and I have to fill the particular dots and connections. So this is something I've been doing it from through all my own mind. Currently, I'm putting all this in the documents, and I've set up a founders office team right now, so that I'm giving all the knowledge that I gain over the years to that particular person, so that that particular person can understand, capture it, put it as an SOP, so that this particular entire community building process will one point it has to be very sustainable. It has to operate on its own. So that's the mindset that I'm having right now. I wish I've done this while earlier, but this is something I'm consciously doing right now. This is, setting up a SOP for the team.
You just shared some of the hard lessons you learned. What would be the one accomplishment that you would like to tell the world about?
So the accomplishments that I would say is, each and every the underdogs of Madras and Singapore and entrepreneurs of Madras, we receive a lot of messages from these three different communities, especially from the underdogs. We have a separate sub community called hirings. So that hiring and project alerts, a lot of different early stage entrepreneurs, service providers, agency owners, founders are part of this particular sub community. And each and every day, people post about their requirements. I need a content writer. I need a strategist. I need a marketing agency. I need a copywriter. And within a fraction of a second, other founders, other community members, they come in and pitch, talk to this particular person, or talk to this particular agency. They will be able to help you. They are sharing different contacts. So personally, I feel that is an accomplishment for underdogs community, because while I started underdogs, it was just a handful of people. Only 5 people were there in the WhatsApp group. But currently, it has more than 1,000 plus members in this particular WhatsApp group, and I'm very proud about that particular accomplishment, because now the community has become a self-sustaining mode. Anyone who asks certain help in the community, immediately it is getting answered. I'm looking for a manufacturer. I'm looking to onboard in Zepto. Whom should I contact? I'm looking to get connected to this one so person. Whom should I approach? Fellow members pitch in and they share their contacts. They open up their network to the community members. So that is something for underdogs I personally feel I accomplished for this particular community for the over the past 4.5 years. What are the efforts that I put? Underdogs has come to a place. Now I'm able to see a lot of returns. In terms of hired, people are getting job opportunities. Recently, I want to share this story as well. A person named Sri Adyant is part of the Underdogs of Madras. He was an entrepreneur. He was running a creative agency called Android Monkey. He was working closely with a lot of different brands, and he recent couple of months back he posted on LinkedIn saying that he is like shutting down his agency because he has failed in setting up the SOP for the sales team and everything. And that particular post, while I was reading that, I got like really shocked. I know this guy. We actually met. He came to a lot of our events. We even went for a community trip to Jawad Hills. We hosted a founders getaway trip to Jawad Hills. He came to with us. I know this person very closely, and I asked him, "Nena, what happened?" and everything. He told, "Bro, illa, I'm not able to run this business anymore. I got like good number of clients, நல்ல team எல்லாமே, but because of I was not able to set up a proper sales channel, I'm shutting down this entire business right now, and I'm looking for job opportunities. If you know anyone, help me to connect with some founders." And he shared his resume. And after he shared his resume, on the resume one, I shared with couple of entrepreneurs of Madras, like a club members. And I had a gut institution. Okay, some good things will happen. I believe universe will always, it understands the good intentions. So I மனசுல தோணுச்சு இது வந்து நல்லது நடக்கும் அப்படின்னு. And couple of days back, he called me saying that, so that in the backstory is I shared this particular profile to Sweet Karam Coffee founder, Anand brother. So he is a community member for Entrepreneurs of Madras, and I know his like a team and everything. And they create a lot of very good content, marketing activities and stuff. So I thought this particular person will add value to his organization. And couple of days back, Sweet Karam Coffee founder calls me and say, Nithin, I love the profile that you shared. We are in the talks of in the last stages of hiring. Okay, I was like feeling so happy. Okay, some good is going to happen. Uchino or sandosham. No monetary benefits, nothing. But it was small happiness at the end of the day, receiving a message from a founder saying that I'm going to hire the person that from the underdogs community. Okay, something will happen. நெக்ஸ்ட் அடுத்த ஒரு 2 நாள் கழிச்சு திஸ் Adyanth is calling me, Sri Adyanth. Bro, I want to take you out for dinner. என்னடா what happened bro? I got this job opportunity. Very good offer. They gave me a fantastic opportunity to lead the content team, and I'm going to join this Sweet Karam Coffee team from Monday. Hearing that particular news, Rashmi, made my day. So this might sound small, but for as a community leader, this actually motivates me to wake up the next day. Okay, some good is gonna happening. Let me continue this journey, and that's certain accomplishments. I feel okay when some sort of connection we are able to fill that connection right now from underdogs. Someone got like a job opportunity from entrepreneurs and Madras. Now we are able to complete that ecosystem. So Entrepreneurs of Madras is only for product founders. That particular founder has got was able to give an opportunity to an underdog. Now the cycle is completed. So this is something when I heard this news, I felt so happy. So this is one of the major accomplishment in recent days. Apart from it,
You were featured on the news.
correct. We got like feature on the news, the Hindu newspaper, especially um, in the uh, in the economic column. So that's again I'm coming to the power of networking. I met the founder and CEO. I mean CEO of the Hindu Tamilisai, Mr. Shankar sir, at a networking event. He was sitting there among all the other chief guests, and I was sitting there, but I didn't realize that he was a CEO of this company. After that event, everyone like he casually walked away, and that's when the host announced that he is the CEO of the company. All those other people were like sitting in the front row because the event was going on. Nobody wanted to disturb, but he was. I think he was in some urgent. He was like leaving. I didn't mind anything. I was also one of the special guests sitting over there. எப்போ போனாலும் எனக்கு அந்த அண்டர்டாக் மைண்ட் செட் எப்பவுமே இருக்கும். அப்போ வந்து நான் ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் கெஸ்ட்டு, நான் இப்படி தான் இருக்கணும், ஐ ஹவ் டு மெயின்டைன் மை மேனர்ஸ் அப்படிலாம் நான் எதுவுமே யோசிக்கல. That particular person is a very value addition. If I am able to talk to him, some sort of I can connect. So my fellow founders from the community can get benefited because of the association that he can bring in as well. So directly in middle of the event, I directly ran to him and I introduced myself. Sir, this nice to meet you. Nithin Alexander, and this sponsor communities. I would love to be invite you also. Let's explore certain synergies. Then he shared his number. We were like staying in touch for a very long time. Then he started to follow my WhatsApp status. Each and every day, the type of activities, the type of content that I create, the type of community activities that we are going on, all the activities, he was constantly watching me on WhatsApp status. Then one fine day, I got a call from their team saying that he was a senior reporter, and he called me and said, Nithin, we would love to interview. I was like, how did you get to know about me? He said, Shankar sir shared your number because we've been watching your stories for a very long time, and we've been following the activities that you're doing for the ecosystem. We would love to feature you. So the point is that you never know how the dot connects. If on the particular day, if I hesitated and if I felt that I should not talk to him, let me, sit as a special guest, why should I talk to him? அப்படின்னா இருந்திருந்தேன் அப்படின்னா அந்த கனெக்ஷன் நடந்திருக்காது. We would never got featured in the Hindu. Featuring on Hindu was a big win for the community, I would say, because I was able to talk about what we are building, what we are doing for the community, what is Underdogs is all about, what is Entrepreneurs of Madras is all about, why we are building Singapore. எல்லாமே வந்து என்னால் ஷேர் பண்ண முடிஞ்சிச்சு. I wouldn't say major accomplishment, but it's one of the important accomplishment and much needed for the community. I badly wanted my community name to spread to different people, different industries, different sector, and this was a very right opportunity. And post that feature, lot of interesting people called, people from Tiruchi, Thiruvannamalai, college principals, deans. They started to call and say, you guys are doing a fantabulous job. How do I set up an incubation center at my college? How do I nurture young entrepreneurs in our college? So that is something I never expected. And one person, he was working closely with them, government for tribal department. He was a general manager for it. He somehow saw my article featured on the Hindu. I never mentioned my email ID over there. I never mentioned my phone number. But that particular person took certain efforts to reach out to the reporter who particular featured the story, got his mail ID from him. He mailed, certain things about this article and asked for my contact number. Then from there, the connection was made. He reached out to us and asking for, Nithin, we are doing something for the tribal community. Lot of interesting tribal people are from Tamil Nadu. They are building very good products, like organic honey, vegetables. Lot of interesting products are there. நிறைய இயற்கை வளம் நிறைய இருக்குது ஃபாரஸ்ட்டில். பட் தீஸ் பீப்புள் தே ஹேவ் நோ ஐடியா ஹவு டு மார்க்கெட் இட், ஹவு டு பில்ட் இட் அஸ் அ பிராண்ட். கேன் யூ ஹெல்ப் அஸ் வித் தட்? I was like very happy to hear that particular news. Okay, let me do something for him. And right now we are in talks with the proper collaboration. So where we are planning to help him work, trying to bridge a particular gap. They have the good people in the tribal community, and we have that connections. We have that network of good entrepreneurs. So we want to bridge this and see how we can take it to next level. So the collaboration talks are going on. So lot of these are certain things that are happening, Rashmi. I would say small achievements.
No, I would say these are big achievements and definitely not small and very inspiring. And yeah, the power of networking is right there for everybody who's listening to this to understand.
Correct.
Nithin, I'm going to close this episode and we're going to be back in the next episode with a lot of other interesting things that Nithin would have to share with you on the startup ecosystem. So stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Rashmi. Thank you.